YouTube. Welcome in to another weekly Spirit Boost. I'm Tammy Mastroberti, best-selling author of the books The Universe is Talking to You and The Higher Help Method. And I teach people how to tap into what I call the higher helpline of the universe for guidance, for answers, for reassurance, and to help them create a life they love waking up to every day. We really do have access to so much more than we think. We have access to so much more guidance, so many higher helpers, so many answers that we seek if we can learn simple spiritual tools to tap into those things. So that's what I teach. And I tried to actually cover this topic, my 3-minute mood boost, a couple of weeks ago, and we had all sorts of technical difficulties. So I'm hoping that the technical difficulties are fixed. We were okay last week when we did the live with Amy Lee McCree. So hopefully we're good again today. I know Instagram was okay, but it was my StreamYard technology, and the microphone was not syncing up when we tried to cover this. So I said, let me come back and we will cover it now because I think it is super important and super easy to do, to shift yourself, to shift your energy. I talk about shifting your energy all the time and how important it is, whether you are trying to manifest, whether you are trying to find more peace in your life, whether you are trying to open up to signs and synchronicities, whatever might be going on. It doesn't matter. You have to shift your energy. And when I say shift your energy, I mean out of stress and into the present moment, into, here's Callie, for those of you who can see her, into a higher place, a higher realm, shall we say. So, that's what we're talking about here. And this can actually be done very quickly, right? So we all think about meditation and we think about those 20 minutes or 40 minutes or however long it might take you, or that you might have heard about. And it doesn't have to be that, right? We can shift our energy in seconds, really, seconds. As soon as we become conscious about it and make the choice to shift it, we shift it. But I'm going to give you what I call my 3-minute mood boost that can actually be done in 3 minutes or less to shift your energy so that you can open up to signs and synchronicities, so that you come back to the present moment and notice the signs and synchronicities that are all happening in the present moment. And I'm going to be teaching all of this, by the way, last chance, last call. If you're in the Massachusetts area, or even the New Hampshire area, I'm going to be live this Saturday and Sunday. We're actually leaving tomorrow to drive. I think it's like a 5-hour drive, to Massachusetts at Circles of Wisdom. I'm going to be live with psychic medium John Holland, teaching a full day workshop on signs and synchronicities on Saturday. And then Sunday, we're doing a half day on the higher help method. So this is one of the tools that I'm going to be sharing during that 2-day event, which I'm very excited about. So if you're in the area, hopefully I get to meet you. I know some of you have already reached out and said you signed up. The event with John, I want to say it's almost sold out. There might be a couple of tickets left according to the venue. And then there's more tickets left for my second day or my half day. So 3-minute mood boost. What is it? How do you do it? I talked about this in my first book, The Universe is Talking to You, when I was talking about raising your vibration, right? So your vibration, if you think of it as like this, like measurement scale, you want to be as high up on the scale as possible. So what is the highest thing? The highest thing on that scale is love, appreciation, gratitude, which kind of puts you into love. That's where you want to be for as much of the day as possible. Doesn't always work out that way. Things throw you back down the scale where maybe you go into the negative emotions like anger or worry or stress. But we want to shoot you up as much as possible. So as you start dipping into those lower energies, the goal is to recognize that and go, oh, I'm worried about something, or I'm stressing about something, or I'm thinking negatively about something, or I feel angry, I feel upset, whatever's going on. How can we shift ourselves, especially when you find yourself in the realm of worry, anxiousness, right? Over things that you can't control. Thank you for liking the live. I see some likes coming in, and I always forget to say, please like the live. Hit the like button and let me know that you are here and enjoying the content. So, when you find yourself doing that, the goal is to consciously shift. The goal is to consciously shift your energy up, right? You just want to go up. Now, any type of a meditation that you do, like I talk about my 60-second resets or my 60 retreat, I call them sometimes. Anything that you do that brings you back to center, that focuses on a mantra, anything like that immediately neutralizes your vibration. It neutralizes it. So it will bring you up if you are down. It will instantly bring you up, right? So the 3-minute mood boost, and it's really 3 minutes or less, is going to neutralize the vibration, and then we're going to consciously take you up that scale, right? So the first thing that you're going to do, and this is a process of really kind of paying attention to yourself and your thoughts and your moods. Anytime you notice yourself feeling anything less than good, anything less than happy, anything less than even content, anytime you find yourself dipping into worry and stress, you are going to stop yourself and say, I'm feeling X, Y, and Z. What have I been thinking about? What have I been saying to myself? What have I been saying to other people? What am I ruminating on? What is happening in my brain, in my mind? Okay. This is the first step of this quick 3-step process. You're going to go, oh my gosh, no, I don't feel good. Or, oh my gosh, listen to the things I'm saying to myself, right? But usually it's we don't feel good. That's usually what we notice, right? We notice in ourselves, I'm not feeling happy, or I'm feeling stressed, or I'm worried about X, Y, and Z. You're going to stop and notice your thoughts and say, what are the things that I've been saying to myself or to others? I'm worried about this. What if this happens? What if that happens? How am I going to get all this done? I'm so overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, look at all the things I have to do today. I'm worried about where I'm going. I'm worried about what's going to happen. When is this doctor going to call me? When am I going to, know about this test result? How am I going to find a job? I haven't been able to find one yet. I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life because I haven't been able to find love. Whatever you've been saying to yourself, you have to stop and ask yourself, what am I worried about, and what am I saying to myself about it? Because that's fueling your emotions, okay? So you're going to stop, notice your thoughts. 30 to 60 seconds. 30 to 60 seconds. You're going to notice your thoughts. And you're going to go, oh yeah, no wonder I feel crappy, right? Oh my gosh. Like listen to what I've been focusing on. Listen to where I've been choosing to, whether consciously or not, where I've been choosing to focus my energy. No wonder I'm not feeling great. And you are going to stop then, and you're going to move to the second step where you're just going to release that. You are going to release in another 30 to 60 seconds. You are going to release it. You can literally say release, release, release. Like I'm releasing these thoughts. Release, release, release. And you can make it into a meditation where you close your eyes and you just say release, release, release. 30 to 60 seconds. Letting it go. I'm letting it go. Not going to think that anymore, right? So 30 to 60 seconds, what have I been thinking about that's put me in this space? 30 to 60 seconds, I'm going to release this thought. I'm going to release this stuff. Whatever's happening in my head, whatever's going on, I'm letting it go. And then you are going, so now you've neutralized, you've hit that I am now neutral. I have neutralized myself. I have brought myself up from the depths of the worry and the stress and the despair. And now I'm in a neutral space because now I'm in the present moment. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm in a neutral space. Now we're going to boost you up, right? The 3-minute mood boost. Now we're going to boost you up. So now you are going to consciously think of things that you are grateful for. If you are doing focused gratitude, like in my higher help method, where you're focusing on the area that you're stuck, or you want to focus on the area that you're stressed out about, you think of 2 or 3 things to be grateful for around that. But you don't have to do focused gratitude. You can be grateful for absolutely anything. The goal at this point is to boost your mood. So think about absolutely anything that you can be grateful for in that moment. Anything that happened that day, anything that happened 12 years ago. I don't care what it is. I want you to shift yourself into that gratitude space, and I want you to feel it. And then I want you to go and continue with your day. You have now interrupted that train, that running millions of miles an hour train of thoughts that are sending you into a negative space. You have said, why am I feeling this way? What have I been thinking? Release, release, release. I'm letting go of all of that. And I'm going to consciously choose to raise my vibration by thinking about things that I'm grateful for. 3 minutes or less this can be done in. And you can do it several times a day. So let's say you do it and then you're like, okay, yeah, I feel better. Okay, let me go finish. Let me go continuing to do what I was doing. And then something happens and it triggers you again. And now you're in another space again. Nope. What am I thinking? Nope. I'm letting that go. I'm releasing, 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 release, release, release. And then, what do I have to be grateful for right now? What do I have to be grateful for? I'm so grateful that, it's Friday or whatever day, you know what I mean? We're in Thursday, but let's just say I'm so grateful it's Friday, or I'm so grateful it's Thursday, which means tomorrow is Friday, which means my weekend is here. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that I'm going to be able, or something that you have planned for that week. And you be grateful for what you have planned that weekend. Like anything you can think of, but it instantly will shift your energy and boost you back up, which is where you want to be to manifest. Notice the signs and guidance that are coming through. Notice the signs from your loved ones. Let the ideas come in from the universe to solve your problems. You have to be higher. Okay. So that 3-minute mood boost can be done anywhere, can be done anytime. And it's simple, it's fast, it's easy, and it works. It works, right? Gone are the days of you thinking I have to do all of these long processes to help myself. There are spiritual tools that you can take with you throughout the day to help yourself at any point, at any time. And that is where that 3-minute mood boost came in. And now it's in the universe is talking to you because it's in the higher vibration chapter, right? I have a 5-step process for opening up to signs and synchronicities and noticing more signs and synchronicities. And that last step of the process is higher vibration, reaching that higher vibration. And that's where that tool is. But again, whether you're noticing signs and synchronicities, whether you are just trying to create more peace and happiness in your life, whether you are trying to manifest and create positive changes, you got to boost yourself up. You got to boost that vibration. So that's what that 3-minute mood boost is. And again, it can be done anywhere. I created this years ago for myself when I found myself kind of spiraling into things. And I was like, no, what am I even thinking about? Because I'm feeling crappy. And I kind of just went through this process and I'm like, no, I'm going to let that thought go. Release, release, release. That is not what I'm thinking about now. And then I said to myself, let me just shift my thoughts into, and then I realized, oh my gosh, why am I not doing this all the time? And so creation of the 3-minute mood boost. And I always say it's called 3-minute mood boost because it's a fun name, but it can be done in less than 3 minutes. So each of those steps can be done in 30 to 60 seconds. So take this into your weekend with you. We are on a Thursday. Yay, tomorrow is Friday. Yay, the weekend is here, almost. And it's June and the weather is finally getting warm here in New Jersey. And Hopefully it's warm wherever you are as well, and hopefully you will do something fun and enjoy your weekend. But take this tool with you into it and use it. Use it anytime you notice, and sometimes it's you noticing you're feeling like, God, I'm so stressed out, or I'm so overwhelmed, or like I just don't feel right. I don't feel good anymore. Something happened. What happened? Well, what have you been saying to yourself? What have you been thinking about? What have you been complaining to other people about? Who were you in contact with that, as the energy vampire they may be, sucked you down? Right? Anytime you don't feel good, you say to yourself, what have I been thinking about? What has been happening? Even if it's energy of other people, release, release, release. I'm releasing the energy, right? Call in um Holy Amethyst, who's a technically is an archangel, to clear your energy, clear your energy, release, help me release this energy, right? Grab your selenite wand if you have it, whatever you need to do, and then shift your energy back into the positive, right? So it works in so many different circumstances. I'm just going to look at some of the comments. If you have any comments or questions, thank you again for liking the video. You guys are the best. If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, even you found me, I hope you will subscribe and hang out with us every Thursday. Let me see what some of the comments are. Michelle. Hi, Michelle. 2-day event. Sounds awesome. I wish I lived closer. Yes. Yes, I know. Well, you know what? We were just talking, John Holland and I were talking, thinking maybe we'll do an online event. That way it's not just location based, right? Like online events are, you could be in another country and join us. So maybe you know, who knows? Maybe we'll do something like that so then everybody can join. But I'm just excited. This is his like stomping ground. This is near where he lives. So I'm just excited to go out there and teach with him, and then, you know, talk about my higher help method the next day. So but I do want to do more in-person events because I love meeting you guys. I love like being in your energy and talking to you like afterwards and all of that. So I am going to try and do some more in-person things. But you know, you always find me online as well. Suzanne says, I'm grateful for the generous gift of many craft items I was given free of charge. Yes. Okay. What I love that you just did there, Suzanne, not only did you do the gratitude, but if you're someone who's working on increasing abundance in your life, you have just done focused gratitude for abundance. Because I always say, like, anything that you get free is a sign of abundance. It's a sign of abundance from the universe. You didn't have to pay for it, right? You just literally got it for free. Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you for this sign of abundance. I love that. I love that you did that, because sometimes we don't think about abundance in that way. We think about abundance as money, or you know, how much is in our bank account, and it's not. It's everything that you already own. It's everything that you've been given by other people and didn't have to pay for, right? All of that is abundance. So I love that. Let me see. Yes, yes, she continued. I'm so grateful for such considerate children I have. You can think of absolutely anything when it comes to the gratitude, right? You can literally, you can go back to your childhood and think to yourself, like, I'm so grateful I had a roof over my head, or I'm so grateful that my mother, you know, cooked dinner for us, or that we all ate at the table together and would talk during dinner time, or I'm so grateful that you know, I was able to play sports when I was younger and that my parents allowed me to do it, or my parents paid for the uniforms or whatever. Like, you can literally go back. I'm so grateful for this teacher that I had, you know, in 3rd grade, who encouraged me to do whatever. Like, anything, because it makes you think like, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky, I'm so grateful, I feel so good about this, right? That's what it does. That's what it does. So you can go back to any time, at any point, right? So that's the goal. That's the goal with gratitude. So anyway, that is my 3-minute mood boost. And again, it's In the Universe is Talking to You book. But you can start using that at any point. You can just literally take that with you into the day, into your day, moving forward, into your weekend. If I want you to take it into your weekend, and no matter what happens, no matter what is going on, no matter what you're thinking about, no matter what occurs in your life, I want you to start just paying attention to the things that you're saying to yourself and how you are feeling. Because if you really focus, it's sometimes, again, it's easier for us to know how we're feeling than to pay attention to our thoughts. So, I want you to do that. I want you to start paying attention to, like, how am I feeling? Am I feeling good? Did somebody just annoy me? Did something just happen? Did I get an annoying phone call, or did somebody else's energy just assault me, right? Like, did somebody else's bad mood just come at me? You can use it for any of that. You're going to stop. What was I thinking about, or what just happened, or what's going on? You're going to release it, and you're going to shift to gratitude. And then you're going to continue on with the rest of your day or your weekend or whatever's going on. So bring that into the weekend with you, since we're on a Thursday. Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate it. So I'm going to leave you with this. Boost your mood. Try it just for this weekend. Say, I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to set the intention to just do this all weekend and see how I feel. See if it makes a difference in my weekend, right? See if it makes a difference in my life. You're also going to do something that brings you joy, so that you can boost your mood in that way, so that you can raise your vibration, so that you can feel good, so that you can show yourself some self-love by focusing on you and focusing on things that bring you joy, because you deserve that. So that is your job for this weekend. If you are coming to the event at Circles of Wisdom, I cannot wait to see you. I'm so excited about it. We're going to have so much fun. And I will try and post on Facebook and Instagram in the stories, and kind of take you guys along with me, for those of you who cannot join or are not in that area. And then I will be back here next Thursday for another weekly spirit boost. So have an amazing weekend, and I will see you all then. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining.